Here are things I don't care about as a young wife to a man. My husband and I have been married for 5 years and we got married when I was 19 in a cool way. I do not care if my husband works the whole day, I'm with the kid all day, and then in the evening wants to go to the gym. If he's there for 2 hours, I don't care, because you know why? I have my gym days too. I don't care if he wants to put his man tchotchkes out on, like, in our room for decoration. For example, he's obsessed with mini football helmets right now. So we're going to have about 7 mini football helmets out, and we're going to have his fantasy football trophy on display that he has purchased lights for that light it up in the night sky. Some of my friends and they're cool. Like, you're so patient. And I'm like, I literally don't care. Like, if he loves them, that's so fun. It's his room too. I don't care if I make something and my husband tries it and he says, ew, that's gross. And he just makes his own dinner. I don't care if I put on an outfit and he says he doesn't like it. That's how I know it's a good outfit. That's how I know I could walk the streets of New York hailing a cab. I don't care if there's something that
Be careful out there. You got a little spice on you. Got a little spice on you. Be careful out there.
Been invited to that he doesn't want to go to. I'll go by myself.
Oh, no,
For example,
right.
He does not like Broadway. He will not go to Broadway. Okay, I'll go with my girls. My girls will go to Broadway with me. I don't care if he goes hunting. I don't care if he's gone for 3 days. Because I'll just go to the beach. I don't care if he's on a business trip and he can't call me every night or text me every second of every day. Like, he's busy. You're so fine. You are so fine, baby, baby, baby.
I know, that's right. A lot of these modern women are wrapped up in what they men be doing. They ain't got no lives of their own. They too busy waiting on that man to give them allowance. They don't go get their own money. Or when they do, they act like they can't spend their own money.
I'm going around asking black men what kind of hair they like the best. And 90% of them said they liked natural hair.
Yep.
And here go women in the comments posting pictures of 4C afros they not talking about natural that look like this. They talking about mixed natural curls. I'm gonna be honest. As a woman with type 4C hair with a 4C afro, when it's a 4C afro, I get so many compliments from black men on my afro, no matter if I have it in a regular afro, no matter if it's in my teeny weeny afro, no matter if I have it twisted out in my big hair with the side up or just twisted out. They eat my hair up. So I'm not understanding where y'all are getting this from, because I see a lot of type 4 content on this app from black women. And in the comments, I see so many black men talking about how much they love her hair. Where are we getting this from?
Delusion. That's where you're getting it from. Delusion. They have a victim mentality, and so they're thinking that men don't like them. They're thinking that men don't appreciate the stuff that they have going on. I see a lot of women in these comments who are showing their hair. They have their little pictures in the comments, looking nice, but they continue to say, well, they say they have heard some men say, I won't date a black woman, or I don't like black women are the loudest, that sort of stuff. So they're probably talking about those types of men, to be honest. But no, you're not talking about me.
Or are you guys just projecting your own insecurities and how you feel about your hair because you feel like the mixed curly hair is the better hair, that you're automatically saying that that's what the men like? Because there's a lot of us with type 4C hair who get a lot of compliments from black men. I'm not understanding where y'all are getting this from. I think it's just how you feel about your hair. And since you don't like your hair, you don't feel like your hair is beautiful, you're automatically feeling like black men also feel the same way. But they're quite literally coming out and saying that's not the case. I'm not sure where the disconnection is.
They don't listen. You have single women keep women single. And so they just come up with theories, and they continue to talk about those theories as if those theories actually exist. You continue to hear about the male loneliness epidemic. Oh, you guys keep on talking about the male loneliness epidemic, the epidemic, the epidemic, the epidemic. Who's talking about that? Which man? It's not a lot of them, but modern women keep on bringing it up as if it's an actual thing. You know what I mean? That's not to say that men don't get lonely, or men aren't lonely, or men don't want companionship. It's just to say, they say it like men are out here in droves talking about this type of stuff. And that's not true. And it's the same sort of concept with stuff like this. They feel like you were saying, you know, I see a nice light skinned lady. She looks nice. You know, they must want her for sure. That's all. That's all I saw the boys in high school going for. We're grown. I like all types. I don't have a type. Like, what's his name? I can't remember his name. John, whatever his name is. It was a popular movie back in maybe early 2000s, maybe. And they asked him, "What is your type?" He said, "Girl, girl is my type." So, you know, a lot of men like a lot of different things. They don't discriminate, but because modern women are so insecure nowadays, they think that that's what a man is thinking.
Having a boyfriend is embarrassing. Probably came from a bitch that didn't have a fucking baby daddy. Cause I can tell you something a little bit more.
This woman having a crash out. This woman having a meltdown right now. And she's not alone. You have women in the comments saying, "I can't believe I legitimately have an arch enemy." Another woman says, "Having 2 baby daddies actually fully convinced me that having a boyfriend is embarrassing." Another woman says, "Now I have two baby daddies." I'm telling you, I saw a statistic somewhere that said there were like 7 million, over 7 million single mothers and like 2.5 million single fathers. These women, you know, they keep on telling us they're more educated than us. They keep on saying that they buy more houses than we do. Single mothers, or single women, excuse me, buy more houses than single men. Well, with all of the babies you guys are having, y'all are actually needing to. This is the family that men are waiting on. This is why men buy houses, because they have a family. Otherwise, they don't buy a house. But because y'all have 2 and 3 and 4 baby daddies, one woman has 6, because y'all have 2 and y'all already have y'all's family. So ain't no need in waiting for a man. You go ahead and get that house. You got your family right now.
Wrong in this situation here.
Tonight to a story that you can only see here on 11 Alive, showing a Snellville middle school boy throw his female classmate into some desks before walking out of the room. 11 Alive's Chase Howell spoke to the mother of the boy who's in that video, who says people have it all wrong, and she has proof.
It was this slap that Adriana Cotton says set her son Derek over the edge.
I guess it was a slap in the face the first time. Something was said after that. He just scrolled on his phone. It happened a few more times where she hit him repeatedly.
Bro, he tossed that little girl.
It was a...
Well, she little him.
Slap.
And she has proof.
It was this slap that Adriana Cotton says set her son Derek over.
Wrong, and she has proof.
It was this slap.
He might be touching her hair.
That Adriana Cotton.
I don't know, man. It looked like he touching her hair right there. He pulling on her hair. I don't know, bro. Somebody says I'm a girl dad, and I don't think he took it too far. Parents need to teach their daughters to keep their hands to themselves. He was picking at her hair, it looks like. If he's sitting down, he's picking at her hair. It looks his hand right there. Y'all see his hand reaching up? He's picking at her hair.
Was this slap that Adriana Cotton.
I don't know if she should have slapped him, but
says set her son Derek over the edge.
I guess it was a slap in the face the first time. Something was said after that. He just scrolled on his phone. It happened a few more times where she hit him repeatedly. And the part that the video that I showed you was the last slap that she did before he finally retaliated.
On Friday, I interviewed Paradise Muhammad, the girl you see slapping Derek before getting thrown. The video we showed you originally was given to me by her family, and it only showed part of the full video.
Okay.
And while
All right.
we were unable to get a hold of Cotton yesterday, she ended up reaching out with an extended version of the clip. But here's
Okay.
how Paradise answered me when I asked if she hit her classmate during our interview.
Did you smack him 3 times?
No, wasn't them, no.
Because
Are you
the
sure?
person at the school I talked to said there's video of you hitting the kid 3 times before he snatched you up. Is that true?
No.
But does Cotton think her
So you gonna lie? If we got an extended video, don't lie. If we have an extended tape, don't lie.
son took things too far?
So the news reporter went on with that interview. It's a little longer. That's why I stopped the clip. I'm going to go ahead and tag the extended video in my comments section so y'all can watch the entire video. But the mom went on to answer the question of does she think her son took it too far? And her response was no. She does not think her son took it too far, simply because the girl had hit him multiple times. And that third slap was his final straw. And he just basically, I guess, snapped. And that's why the girl got slammed. All in all, I do think the boy was excessive with his reaction to the girl slapping him. If it is indeed true that she had already slapped him 2 times prior to that slap that we saw in that video.
If she did, taking them at their word, if she did slap him before that video started, which a lot of times you will catch somebody in the act. That's going to be the thing. You'll catch, like they say in the NBA all the time, like y'all always catch the second half of it, but you didn't catch the one that was instigating it. You didn't catch the one that was causing the problem. If she was causing the problem, because it looks like from that clip, he actually put his hands, quote unquote, on her first. But if we got evidence that you was doing it, if you had your hands on him first, you was slapping him first, like a lot of these little girls like to do, at some point in time, you have to, modern women do this too. You have to understand you can't keep on putting your hands on people like that. You got to keep your hands to yourself. There was a woman recently, I think it was a reality TV show, where they were driving in a car. Y'all might know what I'm talking about. And she might have been from the islands or something like that. I think she was referencing a joke that he had made and she didn't like the joke. So she said, you're not going to keep on joking with me. And it was kind of, I don't want to say it was lighthearted, but there wasn't a lot of tension there right then at that moment. It was, you could tell she was annoyed by the joke, but she said, hey, something along the lines of, hey, I don't play that, and hit the man upside his head. And he said, hey, don't do that again. You do that again, you're going to be walking home. I don't play that. You're going to be getting out of my car. She acted like she didn't hear him and put her hands on him again. And the clip stopped right there. I hope for her sake, he didn't put her out on that street and make her walk home. At some point in time, you got to keep y'all think men be playing with you guys. Then y'all want to holler IPV. Oh, did you know a man is going to be the one committing this and that in a relationship? Is going to be the person closest to you in the relationship that's going to be committing this crime and doing this and this and DV and all that other stuff. Y'all going to be hollering and screaming that, but y'all not going to say, because the video ain't showing it right now, that y'all put y'all hands on that person.
Out of the a million times I done been cheated on, y'all, it never came across my mind to be like, oh, since he fucked a bitch on me, I'm finna go fuck a dude on him.
I know that's right.
How do you bitches program like that? Like, if I don't teach you hoes nothing on my platform, it's like how to not be a hoe, and please don't ever do that, y'all. Like, don't.
Well, you're not gonna be able to do that. You're not gonna be able to do that. That's what they want to do. That's what they're ready to do. They ready to have a hot girl summer. So good luck on teaching them that. I say this, if you save just one, of them, I guess it'll be worth it.
Oh, okay, so this is going to be the last video I make about this, but some of y'all can kiss my ass as well as her, because this girl was on vacation whenever she was here. I took her to a card show. I picked up the bill twice and ordered her pizza, made her coffee every single day. I learned about playing Magic the Gathering with her because I was going to play with her.
Y'all remember that woman that she made a TikTok about essentially Um, it was about she had gone up to a woman and asked her about her boots. And she was like, hey, where'd you get those boots? And she was like, oh man, why is she gatekeeping? How come she gatekeeping those boots? That's okay though, because I put this video up on TikTok and the girlies found it for me. Thank you. Had a little attitude. Well, she came back a few months later and made a TikTok talking about the men are sassy. They're sassy. Just who gonna be the boys? Who gonna be the boys? If I was a woman, here's what I would do, and I would get all of the women. Start talking about basically running their fingers through their hair, buying them flowers, taking them out on nice picnics. And you know, when we hear women say that type of stuff, we know that they don't know what they're talking about. This remind me of that. Oh, I'm gonna be interested because men just the basic human decency. Just the basic human decency. If you would just show some decency to her, then you would get girls. Then she would be good to you. She'd give you everything she want. I walk outside my door and I see 10 baddies. But I haven't seen a good-looking man in 3 months. Well, you gonna pay for it every day of the week. Go ahead.
Was invested in her interest. I loved them until I spent the weekend with her and realized, okay, this girl has presented herself as something that she's not, and I've been getting gaslit and fucking She's arguing with me over everything that I do, and I say no. So yeah, after the 3rd day of dealing with that shit, excuse me that I wake up in the morning and make myself coffee, clean up after her, take out the trash, and I have to come inside and listen to you tell me about your book that you've been sitting on your ass reading. No, fuck you, get out of my house. This is not it. I cared about your interests until I reached my threshold, and I'm like, this ain't that. Y'all ain't gonna do me, and I mean that.
Oh, so it only took a weekend is what you're telling me. It only took a few days for you to reach that threshold. Men need to be patient with women. Men need to show mercy. You're supposed to be the protector and provider. Why ain't you protecting her emotions? I'm so tired of carrying the mental load. That's why it's easier with a woman. Okay. All right. If that's what you think, I'm telling you, it don't matter. It don't matter whether you were the man or woman. These women, these modern women are trifling. They're trifling. They got you fooled. Oh, now you're gaslighting me. You're narcissistic. That's what we were trying to tell you 2 or 3 years ago when I was with her. That's what I was trying to tell you. You didn't want to hear what I had to tell you. You didn't want to hear what, all men are trash. And now she running you through the ringer. Now you didn't blew through about 300 or 400. Now you're wondering if you're gonna have enough to pay your light bill. Cause you blew 300 or 400 on her. You've been sending her stuff. Getting her stuff for Valentine's Day. She ain't got you nothing. She's the princess in the relationship. Now you're sitting there trying to laugh to keep from crying. She did a number on you. Go ahead and cry in that pillow behind you.
Hot take, but can boys stop responding so fast, please?
No, not most of them. They've kind of been waiting for you to say something so they can say something back. I hope your name's not Laura, that'd be creepy. Most of the guys you're talking to don't get a lot of attention. This might be hard for you to understand. This is a relationship between the average man and the average woman. This is the male attention you would be getting and the female attention he would be getting, and that is just a friend who doesn't like him like that. Just friends. Here is a depiction of 1 year in the romantic lives of the average 22-year-old girl and 22-year-old guy. So let's say you might have been talking to one guy for the whole year, and then there was another guy early in the year and he went away and came back and went away again. And then there was another guy who showed up and hung around for a while and went away. And there'll probably be more. But the average 22-year-old guy has nothing, and then, hang on, a text message from you, and then he answers too fast and you get icked out, and then you go away, and then he has again, nothing. If that was your life, you might get excited too.
It's such an ick to me, at least to me.
Well, they already have this attention, but they want it from the man that they want. what they're running into is, and they're ending up pretty much in the same boat as the guy, is that they're not going to get that attention from the guy that they want. So they're going to have to sail on back around and dock right next to him, because the guy that they want is breadcrumbing them like they're breadcrumbing him. So it's just I'm going to do to you. Well, he don't know he's doing it, but I'm doing to you what you're doing to other guys, other dudes. And she's upset by that. Now, when modern women get desperate, that's when they start saying, how come guys won't approach me? At this point, just any guy, just come up and say something to me. It behooves you to say something, because I'm going to reject you, but you make me feel good. I haven't had the attention, any attention. I thought I was going to get attention from the man that I wanted, but I haven't been getting that. So just because I'm rolling on fumes right now, I'm trying to make it to the attention station. I'll pay any price for attention right now, almost any price for some of these ladies. And then they get, okay. All right. Listen, some of these ladies are so starved for attention, they'll give the man some and then be like, oh man, that was sympathy P. That was sympathy cat. I felt sorry for him. No, you felt sorry for you. You felt sorry for you. You've been trying to take care of yourself, but ain't nothing like the D. There ain't nothing like a man's touch. And that's what you was looking for. And since Chad and Tyrone wouldn't give it to you, you was on the prowl. You don't want to tell everybody that you was out there sending them you up text. Now, modern women, sometimes they don't necessarily send the you up text, but they'll accept it. Y'all ain't seen women at 12, 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning posting on their story thirst traps, and they be, oh, I'm having so much fun, and you think they be talking about I'm having fun in the club. No, they at the house. Oh, just bored, just click, having a little fun. they looking for somebody to text them. They look who up. They don't want to send it, but the first man that she feel like she can trust is going to talk her right out of her drawers. I'm just telling you, man. I'm telling you, these women on the prowl, doc.
I don't know if it is for other girls.
Of course it is. It might even be both kinds of ick. Number one being that he doesn't have enough going on with his life. He's not doing enough with it. And the other one being that he is too happy to be receiving a text from you.
But stop responding so quickly. I text you, you responded 0.3 seconds, and then I take a nice comfortable 2 hours to respond, and then you respond again 0.3 seconds later. It just feels so desperate to me. I don't know.
Improvement is needed in both directions here. Everyone is wrong. First of all, if this is you, and this has been me before, and this happens to you, you need to take a deep breath and control yourself. You cannot be doing this. They don't like it. It might seem nice to answer right away, but if you throw all of your attention at her all at once, she's just going to go, oh, ew, no one else wants it. You must appear to be busy and popular, even if you are not. But if you are, the rules are different. It gets complicated, and I will clear it up, but just real quick.
No, I'm not doing that. If I have to play these types of games, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I'm sorry. If you got this going on to where you don't want to talk to me, well, to be honest, I might hit you up quick, back to back. But then I might go maybe an hour or so or 2 hours not texting you because I might get busy. But I might be available right then and there to text you as much as I can or as much as you want to. I might be available for a call or a FaceTime right then and there. A lot of times, modern women are out here playing these types of games to where he texts back too quickly, so he's desperate. He might not be desperate. He might just have a time slot to where he can give you his full undivided attention. Right? And I understand what you're saying. Some men are desperate. I get that. I understand that. But like I said, y'all gonna fool around and keep on calling men desperate. Y'all gonna block them. Y'all gonna cut them off. And then what's gonna happen is y'all gonna need that attention again. And then you're gonna be looking for them. I'm telling you.
Great question. She said, why? Why are you going straight after being a lesbian for like a decade? I'll tell you why. Lesbian relationships, they don't follow the same rules as straight relationships. And I'll give an example. If you're dating a man, and let's say this man used to get head from this woman, but he doesn't get head from her anymore. But he wants to be best friends with her, and he wants to keep her in your life, even though he says he wants to build a life with you. Obviously, it's common sense that he would not be hanging out with her. Common sense. If you're dating a man and he wants to be best friends with his ex-girlfriend, you're obviously common sense, that's not going to fly.
Right.
It just doesn't fly. But for some reason, in lesbian relationships, it's just how it is, you know? Whole lesbian friend groups like dated each other, and they're all best friends and sleep in the same bed, but they're not hooking up, so it's fine, and like you should be cool with it.
Well, because like that's for men. That's for men. Men are insecure. We're not. We're women. We trust each other. Remember, all women are the best of the best. So it's going to be a man that's going to be a predator. So your guard is already down. You have to get in a relationship as a lesbian to figure out, oh shoot, women can and are actually terrible people. They're terrible people. Shoot, I was sitting up here thinking that men were the source of my problem. It turns out it could be women too. It turns out I have a trash meter for picking people to date.
The double standard, I don't jive with that.
Understand it.
Like, let's say in a lesbian relationship, you're dating a girl, same situation. She used to get head from this other person, this girl, back in the day, but they haven't hooked up in a really long time. And so she wants to go fly out to see her because they're best friends.
Yep.
And maybe they took a shower together the last time they were together, but there was no
Just
touching.
friends. Yep.
So it's cool. It's like if it was a man who I was dating that showered butt naked with a woman.
Yep.
It's common sense that
you trying to use too much logic right now. What's going on in your brain right now is logic. You're trying to use logic right now. And that don't fit in the mind of a modern woman. That's what your problem is. You're trying to ascribe or pin logic to women who want to live in fantasy. They want to live in a world of delusion. That's your problem. They think it's the same thing. Oh, well, as a lesbian, I should be able, we're all friends. None of us are a threat. You remember when they were talking about, when they were asking the question, some of these TikToks went around, they were asking the question, would you like to live on an island with just women? And a lot of women say, oh yeah, man, it would be a utopia. No men, this, and that. And there were a few women that said, no, I wouldn't want that. You know, we would at least have to bring men in every so often. I don't think I could live without a man. But most of the ladies were saying, yeah, I think I could. Because they think that they can trust each other fully and totally. And my idea of a woman is a woman that would never do anything bad to me. I can trust any woman, all women. And that's why some of these ladies, they don't hang out with women after they've been friends with a woman and broke it off. Because they were so caught off guard that a woman could think about herself and not put you first. They were so caught off guard that woman would say, oh, thank you for my Christmas present, but I didn't get you anything. and you excuse it the first time. But then the next time it comes around, oh, I'm so sorry. I got busy. I forgot to get you a Christmas present. And then you didn't got her favorite perfume because that's what she said she liked. And you were listening to her trying to be a girl's girl. And then that third year come up and you just kind of wait to see if she bought you anything. And then you, once again, get her the thing that she'd been asking for, or one of the things, and she gets you a Christmas card and like a $25 gift certificate to the mall or something like that, which is more than what she was doing in the previous years. And she's got an excuse. You didn't spend 100, 150 on her, but she didn't gone out there. Well, I just wanted to do a little something. I got to go home. The job is tight right now. It's always an excuse. Right? And she expects you to understand because we girls. That's how I'm telling you, they gonna act the same way they was acting with men. Because that's how they are. And now you just now finding out. And it surprised you. You shocked because you thought they was going to act a different way. They're not. That's what men have been trying to tell you. These are not good women.
He wouldn't be having this person remain as a best friend in his life. And for some reason, lesbians don't have that sort of rule book. There's no rules. And it creates a lot of confusion.
You would demand that he didn't. You would demand that he didn't. That's what most women would. You would demand that he didn't. He left her alone. He cut her off.
Fusion. Even after boundaries are communicated and verbalized, they don't respect them. It's silly. It's a waste of time.
You're insecure.
It's easy for them to justify having an ex be in their future and in their life and even in their bed. Like, because you're both girls.
We're girls. Ain't that
so
going
it's
on?
okay. But it's not, because as a girl, you fuck girls and girls fuck you. Period. So.
And you should be okay with that, because we're just girls. We're just friends. It didn't mean anything. It was a moment of weakness. What are you being so insecure about? It's a girl. You don't have a threat. We all love each other. Hey, and by the way, what's so bad about that? What's so bad about it? I mean, stop being so insecure. I love you. I want you. This is not a dude. You know we can't trust men. What are you talking about?
It's the same as if, like, would it be appropriate for you to sleep in the same bed as a man if you're in a relationship with someone? No, it's not. No. It's just not. And the double standards, they're always going to exist in the lesbian community. And that's okay. I'm going to let them exist. I'm just removing myself so I don't have to deal with all the confusion. Right. You know what I mean? That's kind of where I'm at. You know what another good example is too, since we're on the topic?
Go ahead.
Let's say you're dating a woman, right? And you're in a room full of girls.
Right.
And you need to get changed into your bathing suit. So the person you're dating just whips their top off, titties are out, gets butt ass naked. And it's like, oh, but because you're all girls,
we're girls.
It's cool,
yeah.
Right? But you fuck girls and girls fuck you. So what would be the difference of that crowded room and having a man sitting in that crowded room? You still gonna whip your top off?
Yes. We're girls. We're mature. We're emotionally stable. What are you not kidding? Men are dogs. Men are predators. We're women. We don't think like that. I can recognize, I can appreciate, and like I said, I might take a dip or two in you. Bars. But it doesn't mean anything because we're girls. I was just exploring my emotions. I was just exploring my options. That's it. This is too personal for you. They're telling you you're insecure. I'm telling you.
Probably not. Why? Because you know that he fucks women and women fuck him.
Well, I mean,
where does the common sense go? That's what that's what I want to know. So, yeah, it's okay. You guys do your thing. Do your thing. Date your best friends and be best friends and have your exes in your wedding. I don't.
Yeah. Like I said, you're applying logic to a situation that isn't logical. So these women, they understand the rules when it comes of engagement, when it comes to men, but they're expecting those same rules not to apply. I'm trying to get out of that. I'm trying to get into a world of fantasy. That's where a lot of these ladies are trying to live, in a world of fantasy. There are no rules. We're all free. We love each other. It's a utopia. What you're trying to do is establish boundaries and structure in a world that's the point of it. It's not supposed to have structure. Modern women don't want that. They don't want accountability. They don't have any integrity. They don't want responsibility. They don't want the walls and the limitations and the standards of an actual relationship where you got to be loyal and you got to be faithful and you got to focus on one person. They don't want that. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for something to where, oh, my emotions took me over here and in somebody else's arms today. And that's just what I was feeling. And you should be okay with that because you're a girl and you understand. I'm sorry, but that's just the way I was feeling today. They think that type of behavior is all right.
Y'all, and the thing that I keep on thinking about is I'm somebody's future wife. Why would I need to be out at a New Year's party or at the club?
You better claim it.
Or drinking with my friends?
No, that's right.
When I can actually just be in bed, very happy, alone.
Staying out of trouble.
Abstinent, sober, and praying that God is with me all throughout 2026. And asleep before midnight because...
I know that's right.
I am happy with this solitude.
I know that's right. I know that's right. They gonna call you pick me though. They gonna call you pick me because they out there getting plowed. So, but you doing the right thing. You're going in the right direction.
Tell you why gay people, especially gay women, belong in a mental hospital. They hate men, but date women who show themselves to be as manly as possible.
I know that's right.
They say they hate toxic masculinity, but every woman they date has the toxic masculinity that they're referring to because those women don't know how to be anything other than toxically masculine because that's what they believe being a man is. While in the same breath telling men how they should act, but still being treated with toxic masculinity at home by your woman. And you get beat on more often because it is statistically fact that women that are gay in relationships go through domestic violence far more often than women who are in straight relationships. Not only that, you say you hate dick, but use plastic dicks to screw yourself. Like, you know, gay men say they don't like vagina. They don't go use pocket pussies to relieve themselves. They go get pocket anuses.
Well, we think that's true. we think that's true. We don't know if they sneaking off to, just dibble and dabble. We never know.
They go get dildos to satisfy themselves. You, however, continue to use a cock. Look at your girlfriend that you got as close to boyfriend as possible with a straight face directly in the eyes as you suck a plastic dick and she moans as if she can feel it.
That's crazy work. That's crazy work. What are we doing? Well, you know what? It's a fantasy. It's a fantasy. Well, I mean, we can do what we want. Just like the other lady a minute ago who was talking about what are we doing? How in the world can you sleep in bed with your ex as a lesbian? You take showers with your ex as a lesbian? How are we doing this? I can do what I want. We're lesbian. There are no rules, right? I mean, obviously people get hurt because there are no rules, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, just, what do you expect? We know this type of thinking because Priscilla, the Queen Maker, had all that to say about men, how men are terrible, they're dogs, they're this, they're that. And then went out there and dated a woman who just ran her, ran her through the cleaners, took her to the cleaners. I'm trying to do this for her, I'm trying to do that for her. Took her to the cleaners. Turned her around, spun her all the way around, did her in is what she did. Oh man, women don't want this, women don't. That's what we're trying to tell you. That's what we're trying to tell you. They do a lot of weird stuff, a lot of contradictory stuff, but they say, oh, it's okay because I can trust her. That's what Chad and Tyrone are thriving, because they can say whatever it is that you want to hear. And then you go in there and get put through the mattress. And then when the man that you want 10 years later says, hey, listen, it was great catching up with you. But I don't think, it's going to be something long term, you and I. Oh, why'd you even take me out for coffee? Well, I needed to confirm some things, because you see, I was there at that party last night, but I was in the corner chilling, right? I was taking it easy. You remember that guy that bought you a drink? I saw you at the bar and I came up to you and I said, hey, how you doing? My name is Sam. What's your name? And you told me your name was Jessica, right? And I said, how you doing, Jessica? What are you drinking? And I was a gentleman to you. But then when Chad or Tyrone came up behind you, they didn't buy you no drink. They didn't do anything. They grabbing up all on you and stuff like that, and you let it happen. And so I'll let you have your drink and I'll fell back. I'll let you do whatever you wanted to do that night. And you did. And I thought you might have. But now I'm doing my thing, a little bit better position. And I just wanted for my own sake to see what you've been up to. And it's confirmed you've been up to no good. So there's not going to be any more dates. You have a good life.
I genuinely can't stand wives that say, oh, I don't do anything for my husband. He's a grown man. He can do it his damn self. What the fuck are you there for, you useless bitch? Just imagine if the roles were reversed. You as a wife are working a 9 to 5 or even 12 hours a day. You come home, the dishes aren't washed, dinner isn't made, and your clothes are dirty. So you have to come home, cook your own food, wash your own dishes, clean your own area, wash your own laundry, and then on top of that, you gotta shower. And you'll only get just maybe a few minutes, maybe an hour or two to yourself, and then you have to go to bed because you have to wake up early for work. You women would divorce your husbands in a heartbeat if this was the case. Cleaning the house is not a slave mindset. It's cleaning your fucking house, you dirty bitch. So if you didn't want the role of a wife, maybe don't get married. Stay your ass single and let your current husband find a better woman. There's women out here who would love to be a housewife. Get the fuck off the couch, you lazy fat bitch.
Dang. She really got it out for them. She really does. Somebody in the comments was like, may a girl like this kidnap me. Kidnap me. A woman says cooking and cleaning for your man is the bare minimum. I said what I said. Somebody said a lot of women do all of this house chores on top of working full time. You say that, but then you get to the house and the house be looking like trash. Another woman says, I would be so embarrassed if my husband came home from work and had to cook dinner. Another woman says, I love when women call other women out. Me too. Some women said, I hate a he can do it himself woman. Yeah, man. I'm pretty satisfied at the amount of women that are in the comments. Woman says, as a stay-at-home mom, I treat my husband like a king. Another woman says, I just don't understand. If a man loves you enough and taking care of business, you should want to do those things for him. This is what men keep saying. I'm taking care of you. I'm doing the best I can for you. Why are you not doing the best you can for me? What do I get out of this relationship? What do I get out of this scenario? I laid out for you what I'm going to be doing. What are you going to be doing? Oh, I'm going to be bringing my energy. That's cute. I appreciate that. I love your energy. You got something going on, but what are you going to be doing? What are you going to be bringing to the table? And then you come up, oh, well, my divine feminine. That's funny, but come on, like, so we can move forward with the conversation. What are you going to be bringing to the table? They don't hear that. They don't hear that. And that's why you have trouble in your relationships with these type of women, because they don't think they have to bring anything to the table but their divine feminine. But these types of women are trash.